The tactics nerd. Doesn't care who scores. Cares why they scored. Talks about space between the lines like it's a personal grievance. You mention a great goal, he mentions the overload that created it. Nobody asked. He's telling you anyway. The glory hunter. Discover the club the week they won something. Shirt still has the fold lines in it. Defends his club like he's suffered for decades, despite suffering for exactly 0 of them. He's not the villain of football. He's the result of it. Every legacy club you love was somebody's glory hunt 3 generations ago. The superstitious one. Same seat. Same pre-match meal. Won't change the TV channel mid-match because it's working. Logically, his socks don't affect a match 400 miles away. Emotionally, he's not taking that risk. It's not stupidity. It's control. 90 minutes of powerlessness, managed through ritual. The armchair manager. Never coached a 5-side team in his life. Furious about a formation choice made by a man earning 8 figures to make exactly that decision. He's not delusional. He's invested. Shouting at a screen is the closest most fans get to playing the game they love. The doomed fan. 2-0 up, 85th minute, already mentally composing the collapse. Not negative for fun. Burn before, and burn fans build armor. Expecting disaster is just heartbreak wearing a disguise, showing up early, so it hurts less. The redemption believer. Watched his club get relegated, sold their best player, sacked 3 managers in 2 seasons, and still shows up every week convinced this is the year it turns. Not naive, loyal, in a one-language football actually respects, showing up anyway. The rival hater. Doesn't watch for his own team's sake, watches to see the other lot lose. Mid-table finish. Rivals finish lower. He calls it a good season. Rivalry isn't a side effect of football, it's the engine of it. The podcast parrot. Heard a hot take on Tuesday. Repeats it as gospel by Wednesday. Doesn't know the source, doesn't remember the context, just knows it sounded smart. Uses the exact phrase 3 different pundits used that week. Word for word, total confidence. The fantasy league tyrant. Cares more about his midfielder's assist total than his actual team's result. Sits through a goalless draw in peace because his captain got a clean sheet bonus. Football stopped being about clubs for him a long time ago. It's spreadsheets now. The away day warrior. 4-hour coach journey, service station meal deal, 90 minutes on his feet in the rain to watch a 0-0. Home fans can leave whenever they want. He can't. He booked the day off for this. That's why nobody sings louder than the away end. The historian. Knows the tactical setup from a match before he was born. Explains why the badge changed in 1987 whether you asked or not. Doesn't get emotional about last weekend. Gets emotional about a friendly from 40 years ago. Living in a museum everyone else forgot existed. The transfer deadline day obsessive. Refreshes his phone every 90 seconds from noon until midnight. Cares less about his club winning matches than his club winning the transfer window. A medical picture of a player in a scarf gives him more joy than an actual goal. The one who only watches highlights. 90 minutes is too long, apparently. Shows up for the 3-minute recap. Forms a full opinion on the manager's tactics from 4 clips and a slow-motion replay. Technically a fan. Technically has never watched a full match live in his life. The ex-player loyalist. Once played 2 seasons at the club, 30 years ago, in a league nobody remembers. Still introduces himself by it. Still gets invited to Legends Days. Still convinced his era was tougher, tighter, more honest than whatever's happening now. The silent season ticket veteran. Same seat for 25 years. Doesn't sing, doesn't stand, barely reacts to a goal beyond a small nod. Everyone assumes he doesn't care. He's the one who'll never actually leave, long after the loud ones have drifted off to somewhere trendier. The Groundhopper. Travels hours, sometimes across countries, to sit in a half-empty ground watching 2 teams nobody's heard of. Doesn't care about trophies, doesn't care about glory. Just wants the pies, the cold hands, the badge he hasn't collected yet. Chasing the feeling everyone else stopped noticing. The Ultras Capo. Organizes the flags, the chants, the pyro, the whole choreography, every single week for free for a club that will never once thank it by name. Doesn't watch the match, so much is conducted. The stadium sings because he decided 3 days ago that it would. The confident wrong predictor. Announces the scoreline with total certainty before kickoff. Is wrong almost every single time. Announces the next scoreline with the exact same certainty 5 minutes after being wrong. Memory conveniently resets at full time. Nobody has ever once held him accountable for this, including himself. Though I don't really watch anymore fan. Claims he's fallen out of love with the game. Hasn't renewed his season ticket in years. Somehow still knows the score 4 minutes after full time. Still has an opinion on the manager. Still watches every single highlight reel. The breakup was never real. You just needed to say it out loud. The club shop regular. Owns the home kit, the away kit, the third kit nobody asked for, the training top, and a mug. Has never worn most of it outside the house. Buying the shirt isn't really about the shirt. It's proof of belonging, purchased one overpriced item at a time. The second team adopter. Supports one massive club everyone's heard of and one tiny non-league side for the community. Talks about the tiny club with 10 times the passion. Deep down, knows the little club is the real one. The big one's just for show. The stat account, doom scroller. Can't tell you how the team played, but can tell you the exact expected goals number to 2 decimal places. Trust the graph over his own eyes. Watch the match, and still needs a chart to confirm whether he's allowed to be happy about it. The pundit hater. Doesn't actually disagree with the analysis. Just can't stand a man saying it, for reasons rooted entirely in one comment he made about their club 9 years ago. Will mute the TV the second that face appears, on principle, every single week, forever. The reluctant second-generation fan. Only supports this club because his dad did, and his dad's dad before that. Never chose it, never questioned it. Would support a different club in a parallel universe, and somehow, impossibly, cares just as much anyway. The one who cries at the anthem. Fully grown adult, hardened by decades of disappointment, completely unbothered by defeat, red cards, relegation scares. Then the pre-match song starts, and something happens to his face that he will deny to his grave.